We're still in Unit 4, okay? So we are on distributive property. All right, hopefully some of you guys have been introduced to distributive property, okay? Distributive property, this is when we have a number that is next to parentheses. Okay, it's when you have a number that's next to parentheses. Distributive property looks like this. X parentheses y plus z. Okay, this is what distributive property looks like. You have a number next to parentheses. Okay, and what you're going to do here is we're going to multiply everything on the outside by everything on the inside. Okay, so everything out here multiplied by everything in there. So multiply everything on the outside by everything on the inside. And we're going to do a few examples so you guys can see what it looks like. Let's say I have 3 times 4x plus 8. All right, so distributive property. So, and I'm going to do this in steps so you guys can see it, and I'll do it in different colors too. So I'll do everything on the outside. So it's going to be 3 times 4x. So step 1 is 3 times 4x. All right, and that's going to equal 12x. Step 2, we got 3 times the second number. 3 times 8. Now, one thing I want to let you guys know, okay, it's a little trick. Don't just take this plus sign and bring it over, okay? Here's why. A lot of times you're going to have a plus, and maybe this number right here is a negative, and that would actually be negative 24, okay? Don't do that. Let your sign determine, okay, what your operation will be. So positive 3 times positive 8 is positive 24, okay? So I'm going to write positive 24 there. So now I know it's plus 24. And that's my final answer. Okay, I can't combine those. I can't go any farther. There's not an equal sign. Oops, I've made one there, but it's not equals. It's going to be an arrow. Okay, not an equal sign. 12x and 24 are not like terms. They're different. Okay, so that's it as far as I can go. All right, it's just everything on the outside times everything on the inside. It's distributive property. Let's look at another example. Let's say I have negative 7 times 4 plus 5y. So how do I know it's distributive property? Well, I have a number right next to parentheses, which means to multiply. So in this example, step 1 is going to be right here. So we're going to have negative 7 times 4. All right, negative 7 times 4 is negative 28. I'm going to draw my arrow here so I know that I'm working this out. Now, here's why you don't just bring this plus sign over, okay? Don't do that. Then I have negative 7 times positive 5y. So step 2, we're going to have negative 7 times positive 5y. Now, negative 7 times positive 5y is negative 35y. So see, with plus here, you bring your plus over, you're going to be incorrect. Or you're going to get plus negative something. And for some of you guys, that confuses you. Okay? So my rule of thumb is let your sign determine your operation. For example, this is a negative, and my negative shows me this is subtraction. Okay? So I'll put that here in the let your sign determine the operation. Okay, so whether that's plus or minus, okay, and your sign being positive or negative. Okay, so let your sign determine your operation. Okay, so with distributive property, it's everything on the outside times everything on the inside.